Good afternoon, everybody. Planting 81 here, and today is September 5th. September 5th, Monday, 2011. And we're taking a look at my Crimson Sweet Watermelon. Check it out. It's growing along, growing. We went ahead and took out the cantaloupe back there and the Sugar Baby Watermelon finally. So they're all out. Now, come moving right along, we are going to come to my sunflowers. These are the mammoth sunflowers. The 3A right there are doing great. Let's see here. We have my bell pepper. Bell pepper is doing great. It's got one little bell pepper on there now because I took off the rest. I'll show you. They're already harvested. Here we have my mint. Checking out my mint. And then we have my green squash. And look at my green squash. It's got a squishy squash up in there. And I think it's starting to turn yellow, so I better pick that one off. And then there is another female coming right along in there. Marigolds, they're doing what marigolds do. They're doing great. And here we have my cherry tomato. And this cherry tomato has 3 little tomatoes on it. Woohoo! And here we have my yellow squash. And my yellow squash, I'm not sure if you can see it back there, but it does have 1 squash back there. But it's not looking so hot, so maybe it didn't get pollinated. And we're looking at my lemon cucumber. Check it out. It is just growing. So I finally trellised it up. Borage is looking so pretty. I'm amazed. I'm like, wow, I can't believe I actually grew that pretty well. Here we have my jalapeno pepper that my sister gave me, not looking so hot. We'll see what happens with that. And mint. Look at that pretty, beautiful mint. It looks awesome. Moving right along here. These are my seedlings here. They're looking great. And here we have, what is this? The winter squash. Hopefully it'll do wintry, wonderful, squashy things. And I did find some red onions, so that are in here, and then some white onions in here. Here we have the cilantro. The cilantro, it was so hot there for a minute that it just croaked. So hopefully the other 2 that didn't pop, maybe those will pop and survive. Here we have my sweet Spanish white onions. So these are the big onions. I did trim them back a little bit just to see what will happen. And these are the bunching onions. The sweet leaf. I forget the name right now. It's looking good. Still growing, strong. Other seedlings that I have here, I believe this is a pansy, viola. Celery's looking cute. More onion. I don't remember what. Oh, that's arugula, collards, chard, and those 3 are lettuce back there. Okay, moving on to the raised bed. We have my cherry tomatoes. Check them out. They are looking gorgeous. There's just so many, and I've been harvesting some, and there's still some on the vine. That is just awesome. And down here, we have bell pepper, not looking so hot. More bell pepper, still not looking hot. Basil has gone to flower, and we'll see what happens with that. I really didn't want it to go to flower, but oh well. Because I'm not going to save seeds from that. Here we have my other cherry tomato. Look at that. It is just awesome, isn't it? With all the red cherry tomatoes. The sweet banana did croak, and here's what remains of it. So it was totally stunted. Look at the little root right there. It's like invisible. And here's the other sweet banana. It looks okay. My other sweet banana is right here. We did harvest the sweet banana off of that, and I ate it all up. Here's my Jetstar. Jetstar is looking good. And my Roma. This Roma has the one turning tomato, and it's got 3 more up here, so that looks good. bell pepper. Look at the bell pepper. It's looking nice and green, but then I'm also having problems with like aphids coming up here and everything. Here's another one, and this one has so many little buds in there, but there again, the aphids are attacking, so major problems with aphids. Here's another one looking good. See, this one was the one that just about died back, and the other one, they're all coming back, and I think it's because of the whole fertilizing it a few weeks back. Jetstar, the other Jetstar. This one has a bunch of tomatoes that are cracking, but they're also turning. This one's like the biggest tomato that I've gotten, I think. We'll see how that one comes along. Birds have been feasting on some of my tomatoes. Luckily, they've only gotten a couple, so that's not too bad. But there they are. My basil down here, it's going to flower. So there it is. Roma. Here's my Roma. I did take one off, so I'll show you that one. And here's like a giant Roma. It's like the biggest one that I've gotten. See, it's like pretty big. And here's my basil, also going to flower. Most of it is. Moving right along here, we're going to check out my harvest. This is my big and wonderful harvest here. And here we have the 2 bells that I had to harvest. And then this one I had to harvest as well because it was getting that sun scald on it. So I picked it off. Cherry tomatoes. Look at all those cherry tomatoes in there. This one's a Roma, and then I got 2 Jetstars in there. So that's looking good. Here we have a tomato cutting from Cutting, and this one's not doing much. Onions. I went ahead and moved what was in this pot and put them in this one and added some more dirt. So there's a few onions here and there. These are the baby onions, or the here my coriander is hopefully going to be drying out soon, and then I can harvest the seeds to save for next year, and maybe I'll try some coriander seeds. Never had that before. Basil is looking good. And here we have my marigolds. They're still flowering along. More onions. I also went ahead and added more dirt to this one and trimmed the tops to see if it'll help them out a little bit. Let's see, moving right along here. Strawberries. And the strawberries are coming along really nice. We have 1 right there, 2 over here, and 2 right here, and 2 right there. Yay! This is the yellow squash that was thanking me, and check it out, it's thanking me. Yay! Finally! But it's got all kinds of little blooms in there, so hopefully it'll do wonderful things. And my green squash, check out my green squash, my upside down one. It's got all kinds of beautiful growth in there. And the other one, not doing so hot. I did take out the marigolds that were up here for the most part, and the poppies that were up there, so hopefully they'll improve. And here's my bush cucumber. This one's not I don't know, it's not doing quite as well as my lemon cucumber, so we'll see what happens with that. Sunflowers, the ones that were in here died, so the ones that were in the other container, I went ahead and moved them in here. So this is my Aztec. It didn't like the transplant so much. And this is the Mammoth. This one didn't mind getting moved so much. So that's about it for now. There's a last look at my raised bed with all the great and wonderful looking tomatoes. I'm so excited. I'm going to be harvesting all these tomatoes up, and it's great. I just wish that I had gotten some more Romas, because that was really the whole goal with this. Oh my gosh, look at that. I didn't know. Look, they got to that tomato. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that till right now. That is just horrible. So I better get to the tomatoes before the birds get to them. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Bye.